Hi, I'm Roma, and welcome to Fantasy Booking, where we take your favorite wrestlers and ask what would happen outside the ring.
And I'm Sushi from Sushi's Pop Empire. On this episode, we'll be taking a look at the women of SmackDown to see where they belong on a traditional D&D alignment chart, from Lawful Good to Chaotic Evil.
Since there are 23 wrestlers here today, we'll be talking about factions and tag teams as groups rather than each individual wrestler. If there are any sudden turns or faction breakups, we'll release another video to update things.
Choose your side. Join the fight. Join the fight. Heroes shine in the spotlight. Fantasy bouquet. Roll initiative. Prove your drive. Every legend comes alive. Fantasy bouquet.
Fab got her wrestling start with WWE, making her in-ring debut in late 2019. B-Fab hasn't won any championships yet, having mostly performed as part of a faction rather than appearing in a tag team or as a single star, but she's been central to several storylines over the years and has competed in the Royal Rumble. She is also a musician, working with names such as Soulja Boy, Jadakiss, and Yin Yang Twins. She currently wrestles as part of Jade Cargill's Baddies faction. B-Fab doesn't have a Funko yet, but we would buy the heck out of this one.
Chen got her wrestling start in 2009, before signing with WWE in 2018. She has competed for many championships, but has yet to win one. But we're really hoping to see one from her soon. She's proficient in ASL and has worked as a captioner for the deaf and hard of hearing. She doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we like this.
Cargill began her athletic journey as a basketball player during her high school and college years, before entering professional wrestling training in 2018 and signing with AEW in 2020. She signed with WWE in 2023 and has since gone on to hold both the Women's Championship and the Women's Tag title. Jade has a master's degree in child psychology and spent her early young adulthood working with foster children. Her Funko Pop was released in 2025, but we also came up with this alternate design for a Baddies 3-pack. Alright, so first up we're going to talk about Jade and her baddies. That's Jade, B-Fab, and Michin. And I would almost say we could basically do what we did with the Ladies of the Judgment Day and just put them all into neutral evil, because even though they are villains, they are loyal to each other.
I sort of agree with that, but honestly, I think that Jade is so much of a leader that she should probably go in lawful evil instead. The other two, though, they definitely fit in neutral evil.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely, B-Fab and Michin fight very cooperatively, but Jade definitely has more of the kind of authoritarian vibe going on. So I'm good with that. Let's put Jade into lawful evil, and we'll put B-Fab and Michin in neutral evil.
Alright. Green began her career on the Canadian independent circuit in 2014, and she made her televised WWE debut in 2019. She was the inaugural winner of the Women's United States Championship, and she has also been a women's tag champion. She suffers from supraventricular tachycardia, and this year shared her health journey with her fans as she navigated surgery and recovery with the support of her husband, fellow WWE star Matt Cardona. She doesn't have a Funko yet, but we think this design encapsulates her current persona.
Okay, so next up is Chelsea, and I would put Chelsea in neutral good because she is a face, but she's so unpredictable. She just kind of turns. Well, you know what? Actually, she's really unpredictable. So maybe chaotic neutral, because you never know what she's gonna do. She turns on a dime. It's crazy.
In Queen of the Ring in the round 1 qualifiers, she didn't really have much of a loyalty beyond sucking up to whoever was most powerful at the time, so I'd say we should probably put her in true neutral because she doesn't really have loyalty, she just follows the power.
That's true. Okay, I'm good with that. True neutral is kind of, she could go either way at any moment. So I'm good with that.
Alright.
Tiffany Stratton got her wrestling start in 2021, actually in WWE from the start. She is a former one-time WWE Women's Champion, one-time NXT Women's Champion, and the winner of the 2024 Women's Money in the Bank. And she is the current U.S. Women's Champion. She was encouraged by her parents to start wrestling after winning a number of bodybuilding championships. Her Funko Pop was released in 2026, and here's what it looks like.
Tiffy time! What a girl that is. I'd say we should probably put her in neutral good. I mean, she's the Women's US Champ, she's clearly a face, she's fighting for what's good, but she's really not afraid to get her hands dirty, is she? She does whatever it takes to win.
That's true. And actually, outside of the ring, recently she's been talking about a possible heel turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's actually she's pitched an idea that she had in the past, Daddy's Little Rich Girl. And she said that the reason that they never pursued that idea before was that they didn't have a daddy for her on SmackDown. So now I think she sees the possibility that there could be one, which I'm really curious who she thinks that could be.
Do you have any ideas who it might be?
Well, I mean, like personality-wise, you would think maybe like somebody like Trick, but I don't think that's actually gonna work.
I mean, isn't Trick a face?
He is. He's a face, and they have actually in kayfabe mentioned his recent marriage to Lash Legend. So I don't think they would set up like a daddy storyline with Tiffy with him. The other possibility I could see could be Ricky Saints, and that would be a good direction for him. It would be a good direction for her. It would. I could see where that would really be good for them. The only thing is, I don't know if visually if they match up, because Tiffany is kind of tall and Ricky is kind of not. So, but maybe they could do something. Maybe they could give him a big whole hat. I don't know. But, maybe they could figure out some way to kind of raise his visual profile, and that would raise his performance profile, definitely.
Legend got her wrestling start in 2020, actually in WWE from the very start. She is a former one-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She was a major basketball star before she started wrestling, being very famous for her basketball career. She doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we like this.
Jax got her wrestling start in 2014, actually in WWE from the start. She is a 3-time WWE Women's Tag Champion and a 1-time WWE Women's Champion. She was baptized into the Christian faith in early 2024 and is a member of the legendary Anawahi family. She doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but check this out. Hey, we even like this Irresistible Forces 2-pack.
The Irresistible Forces. I'm probably going to put them in chaotic neutral because they're not really heels. They just come in and take control with unstoppable force.
Yeah, they're not like evil. They just basically kind of show up and do whatever they want because they can. I mean, who's going to stop them?
Ripley got her wrestling start in 2013, before signing with WWE in 2017. She is a former 2-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion and the 7th WWE Women's Triple Crown Champion and 5th WWE Women's Grand Slam Champion. She is currently married to Buddy Matthews. Her Funko Pop was released in 2023, and here's what it looks like.
All right, so next up we have Rhea Ripley, and I'm gonna say I would put her in lawful neutral because yeah, because she's a leader and she's a face and she's the WWE Women's Champion, but she also does have that kind of darker, almost supernatural edge to her.
I'm not convinced because her BFF is Io, one of the most lawful good there is, and
that's true. That's true.
and a lot of her supernatural edge is done to entertain the fans who she's taking photos with, like her whole devil horns thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She's making the devil horn gesture, but she's doing it in photos with fans.
So I'd say we should probably put her in Lawful Good.
Lawful Good. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Let's go ahead and move her up there with Io in the true heroes.
All right.
Miss LeRae began her professional wrestling career in 2002 with EWF, making a name for herself in the independents before signing with WWE in 2018. She was the first women's speed champion and has held NXT Women's Tag Gold. Candice is a massive Disney fan, having married fellow WWE superstar Johnny Gargano at Disneyland in 2016. Candice doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we love this design for the Poison Pixie. Alright, so next up we have Candice LeRae, and unfortunately she's someone we haven't really seen her in ring much since we've been watching. She's been in catering mainly, but we have seen some backstage segments with her, and I would say she belongs in chaotic neutral.
Is that so?
Yeah, because she is a heel, but like she's married to Johnny Gargano, and she's extremely loyal. Like these last few months, he's basically been backstage doing an impression of the dying mystic from the beginning of the Dark Crystal. But she's been right there with him. She's been the one taking care of him, pushing his little crate around and all of that. So yeah, I would say chaotic neutral for the loyalty.
She hasn't just been loyal to Johnny. I mean, she's also been loyal to Johnny's best friend, Sami Zayn. She's been talking about it like our championship, our title match. She's really been going to bat for Sami.
That's true. So yeah, definitely she's got that loyalty down. So I would put her in chaotic neutral.
Alright, I like that. Chaotic neutral.
Okay.
She got her wrestling start in 2005, before signing with WWE in 2011. She is a WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. She has suffered from scoliosis, but she recovered from it with the help of the WWE surgeons after a production manager noticed her back looked wrong. The Funko Pop was released in 2016, and here is what it looks like.
Alright, so next up is Paige, and I would definitely put her more toward the lawful side of things because she's a veteran. She's a Hall of Famer. She's been around for so many years at this point, and she knows how to get things done, and she's good at getting the things done the way she wants them.
Well, if we're putting her on lawful, then I'd say probably lawful neutral, because while she is a face, she's been a very aggressive face, beating her chest like a gorilla, yelling, "This is my house," overall just claiming her territory.
Okay, so yeah, I'm good with that. Lawful neutral sounds good. Reed got her wrestling start in 2023, actually in WWE from the start. She is the newest member of the superheated heel faction Fatal Influence, and is one half of the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champs with Fallon Henley. Before signing with WWE, Laney was a track and field star and a rodeo competitor. She doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we like this design based on her main roster debut gear.
Fallon Henley got her wrestling start in 2017 on the Independents. She competed in several WWE events before officially signing in 2022. Fallon is currently one of the women's tag champs, with Laney Reid, and she also held several titles at NXT, including the Women's North American Championship. Her in-ring persona incorporates a cowgirl aesthetic, and she currently wrestles as part of the wildly popular stable, Fatal Influence. We designed this custom Funko for her, based on her main roster debut gear.
Casey Jane began her career in the independents in 2017, before signing with WWE in 2021. She has won the NXT Women's Championship, as well as its tag title, but unlike her stablemates, she has yet to attain main roster gold. When not leading her explosive faction Fatal Influence, JC enjoys spending time with her mini pets. Funko hasn't released a design for her yet, but we would continue the theme of Fatal Influence's main roster debut with this look. Hey, maybe it could even be a 3-pack.
Fatal Influence, one of the most popular yellow factions to date. They've really been just popping in, getting lots of heat, getting real famous, and taking SmackDown by storm.
They really have. They're one of the most explosively popular new factions, and I would almost put them just like Jade and her baddies, except for I would still put JC in the Lawful Evil category as the leader. I think she's very authoritative as the leader.
I think she fits there.
Yeah, but actually I would put Laney and Fallon all the way over in chaotic evil, because when they show up, there's just a lot of like violence, blood, destruction, just all kinds of chaos. So I think they belong in chaotic evil.
Alright. Alexa Bliss began her professional wrestling career with WWE's developmental brand in 2013, making her in-ring debut about a year later. She is a Triple Crown champion, having won each qualifying championship multiple times, and she is also a Money in the Bank winner. Alexa is also a huge Diz nerd, and has also done voice actress work in the anime industry. Her first Funko Pop was released in 2018. You can see it here.
Daughter of the legendary Ric Flair, Charlotte grew up in professional wrestling, making her WCW debut at the age of 7. She signed with WWE in 2012, making her television debut a year later. Charlotte is a Triple Crown and Grand Slam champion several times over, and she's won the Royal Rumble and was the last holder of the Divas Championship. She is also an actress, appearing in Psych the Movie, and is the ambassador for the mental health advocacy brand Self-Care is for Everyone. Charlotte got a double feature Funko release in 2019, shown here in the regular release. We also like this alternate design for a 2-pack, based on their WrestleMania 42 gear.
Alright, next up we're going to talk about the Ring Queens, Charlotte and Alexa. And we're going to talk about them as a team, just because they have been so inextricably linked as a tag team for the past several months. However, that being said, their stories do seem to be diverging a little bit, and that is probably changing right now.
I mean, for example, we've got Alexa. I'd put her in lawful neutral, at least for now, because while she is a face at the moment, she's a real tweener, and she's had so many heel turns that she could flip at a moment's notice.
That's true, and at the same time, I would put Charlotte more toward almost the other end of the spectrum, into the neutral good zone, because, well, she is a veteran. She's definitely a veteran. She kind of grew up in the business, but she has shown recently, especially, that she's not afraid to get her hands dirty and bend the rules a little bit. I mean, look at what she did in Jade's ladder match qualifier by interfering, although that didn't go the way she was hoping it would. But
she definitely tried.
She did. So So yeah, even though they have been a team for a while, it seems that they're kind of going in not opposite directions, but
Different directions.
Yeah, different ends of the spectrum.
Her got her wrestling start in 2007 before signing with WWE in 2019. She is a two-time WWE 24/7 champion and a one-time WWE Women's Tag Team champion. She is the first WWE star to come out as bisexual, though she has elected to keep the identity of her husband private. She doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we like this design.
Alright, so our next fighter is Piper Niven, and this is another one that, well, we haven't seen her fight at all, actually. Since we've been watching, she has been injured for over a year. It was actually a pretty severe injury, and her return is not certain at this point. She had basically a series of neck injuries over the years that just accumulated neck damage until at this point it's actually unsafe for her to return right now.
But she hasn't been released. She's still listed as an injured competitor, so there's a chance that she could return in the future. So if there's a chance she could come back, I'd say we should probably put her with Asuka in True Neutral.
I agree. I mean, even if she doesn't come back for an in-ring appearance, maybe we'll see her in a management or creative capacity. So yeah, let's put her in True Neutral.
Kiana James got her wrestling start in 2021 before signing with WWE in 2022. She is a former one-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She graduated from Morningside University in 2019 with a degree in science before she came to wrestling. Kiana doesn't have a Funko Pop yet, but we like this design.
Alright, so next up we have Kiana James, and this is actually an easy one. She is definitely lawful evil. Her evil executive persona is all about, dirty deals and underhanded contract negotiations. So
Kind of like Becky.
yeah, like you were saying about Becky, kind of like almost a demon at the crossroads kind of vibe.
I've been thinking about it a bit more, and I don't think it's just like a demon at the crossroads, but it's also like a fae, like the story of Rumpelstiltskin wanting you to give him your firstborn in exchange for a room full of gold.
Yes, exactly, like an evil leprechaun. So yeah, I think lawful evil is kind of the definition.
Bella got her wrestling start in 2007, actually starring in WWE from the get-go. She's a one-time WWE Divas Champion, a one-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and she and her twin sister are both in the WWE Hall of Fame. Her first boyfriend was killed by a drunk driver, and she has a tattoo honoring him. She is also a vegetarian, and she and her husband and children are all very vocal about their vegetarian lifestyle. Her Funko Pop was released in 2015.
Bella, much like her sister, got her wrestling start in 2007 in WWE. She is a two-time WWE Divas Champion and is with her sister in the Hall of Fame. She was the fiancée of John Cena, but they amicably split up. Her Funko Pop was released in 2015.
The Bella twins also got a 2-pack release, seen here.
Alright, so next up we have the Bella twins, and I would say they belong in chaotic good, but for different reasons.
I mean, I have to agree on that one.
Yeah, like Brie, she has that like kind of Brie mode thing that's almost like a berserker kind of mode, so that's kind of chaotic.
Meanwhile, Nikki's got this whole tough protector, almost bodyguard-like vibe. Don't cross me.
Yeah. So they both definitely have a little bit of that kind of tough, strong, unpredictable kind of element to their personalities.
Then Grace began her career on the independents in 2012, becoming a TNA superstar for many years before signing with WWE in 2025. She was a TNA Triple Crown, Tag Team, and Queen of the Mountain champion, but she hasn't yet gotten a title shot from WWE, leading to some disappointment and frustration from fans. Jordan is also a multi-time record holder in powerlifting. She doesn't have a Funko yet, but we think this design shows off her power and presence. Next up, we've got Jordan. Someone we haven't seen much on the main roster, honestly. She more so wrestles on main events, kind of like Ivy Nile.
Yeah, that's true. And like Ivy, she wrestles more from like a power kind of stance. She basically wins by being the strongest and the toughest. So if we put Ivy in Chaotic Evil, then I think Jordan has to go into Chaotic Good for using the same kind of power wrestling style.
Julia got her professional wrestling start in Japan in 2017, where she performed for several promotions, gaining titles and acclaim before joining WWE in 2024. She is a two-time Women's US Champion and has held the Women's NXT title as well. Julia was born in London of mixed Japanese and Italian ancestry, and today she enjoys a hometown advantage all over the world. Julia doesn't have a Funko yet, but we love this design, showcasing her current babyface persona.
Alright, next up we've got Julia. And I think she's gotta be Lawful Good. I mean, she's been playing the hero, she was the hometown girl in Clash of Italy, she's been hyping up the fans. Overall, she's just been the real big good guy.
Yeah, that's true, but that's a more recent development, actually. Just prior to this, Julia was a heel, and she was in a team with Kiana James. And I just have to say, you guys, we love WWE. We love the storylines. I mean, that's what we're here for. But I will say that the fact that they chose to resolve the culmination of Julia and Kiana James' feud on Main Event was just disrespectful, okay? That match belonged on SmackDown, and the fact that they just chose to put it on a random Thursday night, I mean, I'm grateful for the free show, but come on, they deserve better.
Bianca Belair began her athletic career in college as a track and field star before becoming a CrossFit competitor. After an injury forced her to stop powerlifting, she was quickly signed by WWE, making her television debut in May 2017. Bianca is known as the EST in the WWE, as in baddest, strongest, and prettiest, and her record proves that. She is a Triple Crown and Royal Rumble champion, including a record 420-day reign as Women's Champion. Bianca is married to fellow superstar Montez Ford, and is currently expecting her first child. Bianca's Funko Pop was released in 2022. And next up, we've got Bianca, and much like Asuka and Piper, she's been out for so long we can't really put her anywhere but true neutral.
Yeah, I mean, first with the injury to her finger, and then most recently, now with her pregnancy, we haven't seen her fight, and we don't know where they're going to go with her when she comes back. So I think really true neutral is the only place we can put her.
Blake began her professional wrestling career in the UK independent circuit in 2019, making her way through TNT and AEW before finally signing with WWE in 2025. She is a former NXT Women's North American Champion and has recently made an explosive debut on the main roster. Blake is also a model and actress, and she is active on YouTube and Twitch. She doesn't have a Funko yet, but we love this look, inspired by her NXT debut gear.
And last up, we've got Blake. I mean, she's gotta be chaotic evil. Her entire MO has been sneaking up behind people, ambushing them, beating the crap out of them, introducing herself, and then walking away. Does it get more chaotic evil than that?
That's true. Although I do have to say, I mean, that's what they've shown us of her personality so far. But, you know, we were talking earlier about Tiffany possibly having a heel turn and getting a rich, evil daddy to spoil her. Now, I don't know if the WWE would do this, but how cool would it be if Blake became Tiffany's rich, evil daddy? I mean, think about it. The two of them together, wouldn't that be just, I mean, I don't know if that's PG, but
That would be really cool. I mean, be sugar mommy, MILF lesbians, and it'd be really interesting, but I'm not sure if that's the direction WWE is planning to go.
No, I don't know either, but we can hope. That would be really cool. I mean,
We
imagine,
can dream.
yeah, imagine the posters.
That's all we have for now. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Fancy Booking, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
And as always, if you think we got anything wrong or you think we got anything right, please let us know in the comments. We welcome all input. See you next time.
Step through the portal, answer the call. Heroes and rebels, we wreck them all. Steel meets starlight, legends collide. Brains and bravado stand side by side.
One floor before I hit over my mouth.
It's okay. It's okay.
Next up, we've got Julia, and I think she's gotta be Lawful Good. I mean, she's been
Okay.